Alright guys, today I've got a 3-game series for you against a more than worthy opponent here in Aerodaz, who's also playing a Stormy type deck. I actually found this guy and the competitive Reddit for EDH. I originally didn't know his deck was intended for one-on-one, so it kind of confused me a little bit, but now that I see this is a 1v1 deck, it makes perfect sense to me. His general is Shuyun the Silent Tempest. Originally I didn't understand why he didn't want to run black, but this guy is quite powerful if you just have to kill one opponent and not 3. So his deck is pretty good. It's an artifact-based storm deck that tries to just pump this guy really quick and just bash your face in, or go off in some other manner. So my opening hand here, I've got my Notion Wheel combo, plus a Merchant Scroll and 3 land drops. So this hand, 4 lands actually. So despite only having 3 real cards, this is a really good hand. I'm also going to be on the play. Look at his hand and... oops, going a little too fast. But I see his hand has a Pact of Negation in it. Open the Vaults, Scroll Rack, Ancient Tomb. So I know he's going to be able to craft. I'm not going to see all of it, but I do know he has a Pact of Negation. I just start hitting Tutor City here. So I'm feeling pretty confident this game's a win. I've drawn way too many good cards. So I'm just going to go get Soul Ring, because I pretty much have an extra tutor, so I'm going to go get a Broken Mana Acceleration because I've got extra land drops as well. The idea here is to curve into Notion Thief on this turn with the Soul Ring, not worry about Mana Crypt damage, and then just use Vamp Tutor to use this Merchant Scroll as a pitch card for Force, because I know he's got that Pact, and try to wheel out. He quickly gets Shuyun pumping here, and threatens to kill me quite quickly, so I need to finish him off quickly. But with his tap down there, I have a feeling he's going to have to use that Pact, and which is pretty much going to eat his next turn. But we would rather actually have the cards, so we're just going to force it. So he does in fact go and get Pact with the Scroll Rack. I force it. We wheel out here and Mind Twist his hand. He's not super close to killing me yet with his general, so we've got a couple turns to work with here. We've got Gamble, Past in Flames, Tendrils of Agony, and Ponder. We also have an LED on board. So we spin top. We see Time Twister. That's going to give me even more cards off Notion Thief if I want it. I have empty mana that I don't want to use this turn, so I'm just going to flop to play this Talisman. And I'm actually going to go ahead and Ponder, because I do want to put that Time Twister in my hand. Actually, did he not? Maybe he didn't Pact. I don't even see a Force of Will. Oh, I do. I think he... oh, yeah, it's not been. I think he didn't Pact. Now I remember what happens. He doesn't Pact. He keeps it down. He lets me melt his hand because he thinks he can finish me, which kind of surprised me, but now he still has the Pact. So the reason I keep this Time Twister is... I got a little twisted in my head. I'm going to use it as a bait spell for his Pact and try to win with Past in Flames. So... gamble first because we want to get High Tide. Now, if we lose Time Twister, it's not a big deal. We can still double Past in Flames, so we're not dead on his turn. We can just block out with Notion Thief. We're going to get tons of mana here with High Tide. And we're going to bait him with this Time Twister. And now he goes and gets his Pact. So he pops his Pact on the Twister, not wanting to let me draw 14. So I crack my LED to pop my Past in Flames. And with my Yard, he is just totally dead. I've already got Tendrils. I've got High Tide online with untap effects. I don't know why I Grape Shot him. I think I'm just so used to killing multiple players that I'm looking for more efficient lines. Tendrils, he's gone. Pretty good game. I had the first turn advantage. My hand was a little bit better than his. Interesting play. I can't remember exactly why he doesn't try to Pact my wheel combo. I think he might have even said I forgot about Notion Thief. I was really expecting him to Pact there and me to force that. I didn't expect him to ever actually have to pay for it, but As it turns out, it was actually better that he didn't use it, and I had to use that bait spell to finish him off here. But the series is far from over, as you'll see. Game 2, he gets to play here. We've got a Soul Ring, 3 lands again, Intuition, and Windfall, as well as Herc's Recall, and he's an artifact-heavy deck. Though it doesn't really help me too much to bounce his things and let him play him again with the way his general works. But this is definitely a keep hand. There's no reason to toss it away, especially since in one-on-one on MTGO you immediately go to 6. So he gets to start. Mox Diamond, Prophetic Prism, good start for him. So we're just going to open here with the Soul Ring. We get a Recurring Insight, which is not that good in one-on-one. Would probably be cut for something like Fact or Fiction if I was playing just this deck specifically for one-on-one. Not going to be super relevant this game. He drops his general turn 2 here, which is pretty strong. As of right now, we are not exactly sure what we're going to do. We want to see our top decks a little bit more. Bam! What did we hit here? Yawgmoth's Will. This is huge. If you've listened to any of my videos before or looked at my thread, Intuition plus Yawgmoth's Will is an absolutely disgusting combo. He doesn't necessarily know that's what I'm holding here, but can you guess what I might want to grab with this Intuition? Think about it for a second. I'm just going to play. He untaps here. Ichor Wellspring. Just threatening that quick aggro kill. This is pretty much a race. We don't really interact too much with each other, but as you'll see, bam! Hits me with Silence. Is that not a kick in the balls? Yes, it is. So I'm going to bounce his field. Sad day. Sad, sad day. So we're just going to make our land drop here. We're not too upset about it because I don't think I was ready to go off that turn anyway. But he takes away my safer line and my ability to draw a bunch more cards. So now, because of the Silence, I'm forced to go all in on this turn, and I don't get any use out of Recurring Insight. So Yawgwin, LED. Now the idea here is we want to Windfall into something good. I could have saved the mana and went straight into Intuition. I'm not even sure what my Stormcat is at this point. I'm so used to playing multiple players that I'm not really thinking about how little Storm I might actually need to kill him, but I don't think I am at nearly high enough to kill him anyway. So we need this Windfall to hit something good here, and we're going to crack our LED, not for red because that doesn't really have much use, but more blue. We hit Dig Through Time, which is dead because we're using Yawgmoth's Will this turn and it can't do anything, and that was our gas hit. We hit Mox Opal with Intuition up, but we're one metal short of, we're one artifact short of Metalcraft here. Pack's dead. We've already made our land drop for the turn, so pretty much we hit 5 dead cards. So we're probably not going to be able to go off. Well, we go for the Intuition anyway to see if we can possibly win here. And we reveal Wheel, Gush, and what was the other card? Frantic Search. All just in attempts to find the win off the top of our deck. Tendrils, something like that. Something good. We play the Gush here, going for the win. And we hit Guildlos and Preordain. Now, had we hit these 2 cards with the Gush, we probably had a good chance of winning at Mind's Desire at 10. But unfortunately, we were going to be a card short of being able to play that Mox Diamond, turn Metalcraft online, and kill with that Mind's Desire. So I just go ahead and concede here because I'm fairly certain that he can just cast a bunch of cards from his hand and kill me next turn with the amount of mana he has. So I'm not going to waste any more time. Because if you look, my timer is only 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to finish the 3rd game. Being a pretty cool guy, he offers to restart the game with a full timer, but I decline. I decline because I already saw my my first hand, and I feel like it would have kind of been like cheating to couldn't see it. Let's try again. He didn't offer it until I got to see my hand. There it is. You want to restart, you only have 4 minutes left. I declined because he asks me, or by the time I respond, come on now. I think I double-clicked again and it's going to lag out or something. Damn it, you still can't see the first hand. It's really starting to piss me off. I don't know why it's lagging like that. I'm talking about how I didn't like dig through time in that last game. Still nothing. There it is. I declined to take his extra thing because A, it would re-roll the dice and there'd be no assurance he'd get his first turn advantage. I would get my first turn advantage, which I'd like after losing game 2, but also it would be unfair to him because you mull straight to 6 and 1-on-1. It would just change the flow of the game because this is obviously a mull hand. So instead, I'm going to try to beat him with a quick timer here. So this is obviously a mull. This hand's got Doomsday. The red fetch is kind of awkward here because we still need black. And we want to get islands online for Doomsday, and his deck's pretty fast. But with 2 lands and a tutor and 2 gas cards here, this is definitely a keepable hand. The turnabout seems fairly dead in the opener, but we're going to go ahead and play this one out. We get a 3rd land, which is with a black source attached, which is just what we want here. And another good top deck, we get a 2nd black source, letting me go get this for Gush now and set up Doomsday. He opens with Welder, which is pretty strong. And he goes into, I think, a really strong artifact over. I think this is Mana Vault, maybe? Yeah, Mana Vault into Chromatic Sphere into Fabricate for Mana Crypt. So he has got all sorts of mana now. And he plays a Maya Retriever. So, Goblin Welder plus Maya Retriever plus all these mana rocks is looking pretty grim here. But I get my tutor. What does that mean? Well, it means we can use Grim Tutor to get Dark Ritual, and now Vamp Tutor just gets a cantrip, and we win at 2 blue left over after Doomsday, right? 2 blue will always win with an LED pile. His deck doesn't have a lot of protection. He's showing me his deck list. It has almost no disruption or protection, so I'm actually feeling pretty good about winning this game at this point. He plays Pact and Silence and not much else. He actually wants to add a couple more in there. So at this point, the plan is 1 land is Dark Ritual plus Doomsday. No. 1 land is Vamp Tutor, excuse me. Splitting Dimir Signet Dark Rituals into Doomsday, floating a blue. The blue will be used to cast the cantrip that we get with Vampiric Tutor. Gush will be cast for free. We still have a blue floating. LED plus Probe gets Yogg-Will cast. LED plus Probe again gets us to Labman, and then the cantrip for finding is Brainstorm, and with our extra blue left over, Brainstorm wins. Unfortunately for me, not only is he going to stop this, but he threatens Mindslaver lock to end the game, and he doesn't even need to lock to win. And as I cast this Vamp Tutor here, he silences. Slight misplay in that he should have just waited for me to fetch with my tutor and then silence. I'm not quite sure why he did that. Possibly I don't know. Maybe he's afraid I'm going to put Ad Nauseam on the stack and rain on his parade in some way. I thought originally during the game this could have got Hurkyl's Recall if I had more than 219 to bounce his field here. But with this silence, actually, that doesn't even work because, right, he untaps on his turn, and in response to me trying to Hurk his Recall, he Mindslavers me, and then I am just dead to my own Doomsday anyway. So at this point, I have lost. So these games were pretty fast-paced. We're both combo decks, so it's kind of more of a race. But I thought this was the first time I'd had some really quality games in a while. See if I can get some multiplayer games going with this guy and maybe a couple other guys from this some of these new competitive places I'm finding. Hey, honey. And my daughter's down here, so this video's done, isn't it? Yeah.